Why? Today, Matt Roloff arrest. Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler, especially after it looks like tried to plot against the Roloff family. But why? And little people, big world fans slam Karen for interfering in family matters. I will explain everything. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video, and please subscribe to the channel. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the latest updates on your favorite stars and shows. Today, we're talking about a major development in Matt Roloff's life. Buckle up, because this story is full of twists, turns, and plenty of inspiration. For decades, Matt Roloff has been the heart and soul of Roloff Farms. The farm, nestled in the picturesque Oregon countryside, became the backdrop for countless family memories and an integral part of the Little People, Big World series. But as viewers of the show know, the Roloff family has faced its share of challenges. From managing the farm's day-to-day operations to navigating personal changes, the decision to explore new opportunities was never easy. In 2022, Matt hinted at his plans to downsize and make room for a fresh start. While Roloff Farms remains a cherished legacy, Matt's ambitions didn't stop there. So, what led him to buy a new farm? Let's dig deeper. According to Matt, the new farm represents a chance to simplify life while pursuing new passions. Over the years, he's expressed a desire to create spaces that bring people together, whether through events, workshops, or even innovative farming techniques. I've always loved the idea of starting something from scratch. A new farm is more than just land, it's a blank canvas for endless possibilities. Matt's vision for the new farm isn't just about agriculture. It's about building a space that combines his love for community, creativity, and entrepreneurship. Fans of the show know how passionate Matt is about thinking outside the box, quite literally, if you've ever seen his projects on the farm. Located just a few hours from Roloff Farms, the new property boasts stunning landscapes, fertile soil, and plenty of room for Matt's grand ideas. While details about the purchase price and size remain under wraps, sources close to the family reveal that Matt is already brainstorming ways to make the farm unique. Some speculate that the new farm will include a mix of traditional farming and modern innovations, such as eco-friendly buildings and sustainable practices. Could this be the future of farming, Roloff style? From the way Matt describes it, this isn't just about farming. It's about creating and experiencing something that inspires others and aligns with his adventurous spirit. And honestly, who wouldn't want to visit a farm run by Matt Roloff? Of course, no major decision comes without family discussions. Fans have wondered how the new farm might affect the dynamics within the Roloff family. While some family members may have mixed feelings, the overall reaction seems to be supportive. After all, Matt's passion for innovation has always been a driving force behind the family's success. Fans are buzzing with excitement and curiosity. One viewer wrote, "I can't wait to see Matt's new farm on the show, it's going to be epic." Another said, "This is the fresh start Matt deserves after all these years. It's clear that people are rooting for him every step of the way." So, what's next for Matt Roloff and his new farm? According to insiders, the early stages involve designing the layout, planting initial crops, and setting up infrastructure. Matt's long-term plans may include hosting events, workshops, and even expanding his ventures into agritourism. Imagine a Roloff farm experience where visitors can learn, connect, and celebrate all things farming. It's safe to say that the new farm isn't just a project, it's a legacy in the making. And knowing Matt, he'll make it something truly unforgettable. With Matt's new venture, fans are also wondering how this will impact the future of Little People, Big World. While it's unclear if the new farm will become part of the show, it's easy to imagine how it could add a fresh layer to the Roloff family story. Whether it's on TV or through social media, we'll be keeping a close eye on Matt's journey. And who knows? This new chapter might inspire even more people to chase their dreams. Matt Roloff's story reminds us all that it's never too late to start something new. With determination, creativity, and a little help from his fans, there's no doubt that this new farm will be a smashing success. In recent times, fans thank Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler, especially after it looks like tried to plot against the Roloff family. But why? Karen Chandler and Matt Roloff are not well liked among little people. Big World fans, particularly now that it seems they tried to plot against the Roloff family. Matt has made the decision to sell some of the Roloff properties following a heated business discussion with his son Zach. The father and son were unable to agree, which led to a serious falling out. When Karen and Zach's wife, Tori Roloff, joined the conversation, more drama was produced. We can assume that Karen put her nose in the wrong place. It appears that Matt's children have observed that he hasn't been a great father throughout the years on Little People, Big World. Matt has stormed out of family vacations on multiple occasions when he didn't get his way. He also talked down to his children a lot. Zach implied that the relationship was toxic for him and his family when he ultimately decided to move an hour away. Karen and Matt's plan to change the whole family seems to be working. The couple will soon be living alone and most likely won't be in contact with most of their relatives. Little People, Big World fans are upset that Matt led a woman to meddle in his family connection. Regretfully, it seems that the two have different objectives to work towards, and the most of them don't involve their family. Matt comes out as narcissistic, but Karen might be a gold seeker. They are a problematic marriage that is wreaking havoc on the family as a whole. Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler, especially after it looks like tried to plot against the Roloff family. But why? Zach Roloff and his father, Matt Roloff, fought in the exciting episode. Zach wanted to purchase his father's land in the north. Because Matt was suggesting a price that Zach couldn't afford, Zach was incensed. Even more outraged than they were by Matt's treatment of his children, viewers were furious with his girlfriend, Karen. Karen had no business taking part in the agricultural discussion, according to her supporters. They went on to suggest that she is the one influencing Matt's decision. At the start of Tuesday night's episode of Little People, Big World, Matt and Zach described the negotiations. When Karen, Matt's girlfriend, also gave her a rundown, the audience took exception. She said that because the father and son were negotiating from a business perspective, the meeting didn't start off well. Karen went on to say that Zach and his wife Tori were unsure of their exact desires. Zach shouldn't have been permitted to bring his kids to the business meeting, she continued. During the bargaining, he asked his father how much it would be worth to watch his grandchildren grow up on the property. Karen disclosed that Zach had severed communication with the family after their argument, which was the longest period of time they had been separated from the grandchildren. Zach, though, had a different idea. In his confessional, Zach said that he had been disturbed by Karen's interference during the business meeting. He added that he wanted to discuss the conversations with his father and that he didn't want Karen to speak for him. Karen, however, was his extra set of ears. Thus, Matt insisted on having her there. At the end of the broadcast, Zach made his son Jackson disclose that the family was going to move to Washington. Karen and Matt were shocked and angry. Zachary Little's girlfriend went on to say that she believed the two of them should resume their romance. Many people chastised Karen for her involvement in the family business after the show. Karen finally takes a break from the Roloff family in Little People, Big World. However, why? The conflict between the father-son pair, Zach and Matt, is causing the Roloff family to fall apart. Zach, the oldest son in the family, ultimately made the decision to purchase a portion of his father's land on the Little People Big World, or LPBW. Matt, however, prevented it from happening. The cast members have been very distant from one another ever then. The father attempted to make amends with Zach in the most recent episode. He made the decision not to bring Karen Chandler, his girlfriend, along. Many believe it was a wise choice because she may have chosen to step back following their intense argument. To learn more about this, keep watching. Matt is having a hard time getting back on track with his wife and one of his oldest sons. Due to their conflict, Zach and Tori are no longer living at his parents' property as they had planned. Supporters surmise that Karen's engagement in family affairs is the reason behind it all. They believe she may have made avaricious recommendations to her partner. Matt tried to take the initiative to mend his relationship with his son Zach in the most recent episode. As a result, he went to Battleground to see Zach and Tori in their Washington home. They currently reside there with their 3 kids. The 61-year-old grandfather did not bring his partner with him in the most recent episode of Little People, Big World. In a confessional on Little People, Big World, Matt said that Karen was supporting him. He was worried at the same time since Tori and Zach had moved away from him. His partner took a step back from family affairs, according to the head of the Roloff family. According to Matt, his sweetheart wanted him to strengthen his bonds with all of his kids and grandkids. Additionally, the 61-year-old thought Karen's choice might be temporary, so he supported it. Zach, on the other hand, respected Karen's choice, but didn't think things could be normal with his dad. For a long time, Matt and his twin kids, Zach and Jeremy, have been at odds. They were unable to come to an agreement with their father to buy the 16-acre agricultural plot on which they were raised. However, the farm's owner spent time with the newborn Josiah on the most recent episode of Little People, Big World. As he held the infant in his arms, he smiled broadly. Karen was not allowed to meet Zach and Tori's new baby earlier. During the previous LPBW season, Zach became hostile due to a long-running family disagreement. He was dissatisfied with his father's actions and plans to take advantage of his kids instead of allowing them to continue his heritage by staying on the farm. Supporters think Matt Roloff is greedy and a bad parent. However, viewers of the show Little People, Big World also think that his girlfriend is to blame for everything. Karen grinned in one scene when the 61-year-old talked about his disagreements with Zach. In the previous season, this damaged the LPBW star's reputation. Supporters quickly criticized the girlfriend, saying that her expression during the filming was extremely inconsiderate. Supporters think Karen is responsible for all of Matt's negative influences that cause him to turn against his son. This is because, although not being a member of the family, she nevertheless plays a part in the drama within the family. Little People, Big World viewers frequently talk about how Karen might gain if the father of the Roloff family stays on his farm. After they get married, the woman will be the landowner. Little People Big World star Matt Roloff has finally moved into his dream home on the $4 million Oregon family farm. Audrey Roloff, Matt's daughter-in-law, shared new video on her Instagram account that shows the facade of his new, contemporary house. On Instagram, Audrey announced that her kids will be visiting Little Papa's house. The children arrived in a toy car and pulled into Matt's new driveway while Audrey was recording, exposing the brick exterior of the new house. Audrey, her husband Jeremy, and their expanding family of 3 kids live about 3 miles away from Roloff Farms. After watching Audrey's video, viewers used an online fan forum to criticize Matt's latest behavior. One fan remarked, "Looks like Matt's in the new house." "Oh no," said another. "I hope I'll like it." A third person, however, observed, "Definitely seems to be some nice new construction." Motion24 said last month that Matt would move into his ideal house by December. During a Q&A session with the TLC star, Matt addressed lucky fans who were at Roloff Farms for pumpkin season about the exciting construction process, an eyewitness told Motion24. According to the source, Matt invited his fans to a reading of his 2018 book, Little Lucy Big Race, which drew inspiration from the family's farm dog, Lucy. Matt asked fans if they had any questions about the book, LPBW, or the activities at the farm after the reading. What was obviously being built on the property? A curious visitor asked. Matt disclosed that by December, he and his fiancée, Karen Chandler, will be relocating to their ideal home. He said, "Construction has been ahead of schedule, but pumpkin season takes all of our attention." According to Matt, his initial plan for the house was a farmhouse, but he ultimately decided to go in a completely other route with a more contemporary design. The actress from TLC stated, "I've been living in the one-story home, and when I move into the new house, Izzy and Jacob are going to move in where I was." Matt's youngest child, Jacob, is wed to Isabel Rock. Between the family home on LPB Gully and the building of Matt's new ideal home, the one-story residence is located on the $4 million Roloff Farms. Jacob and Isabel have been residing in a fifth-wheel camper home on a private property tract of land adjacent to Roloff Farms that is undergoing extensive construction while Matt's dream home is being finalized. Depending on size and features, fifth-wheel camper homes can cost anywhere from $36,000 to $135,000. Motion had previously been informed by an informant that Jacob and Isabel were living there to help out on the farm and save money. The rest of the family doesn't mind, as Matt and Karen get along so well with them. According to a second informant, Matt and Karen help with the couple's one-year-old son Mateo, while Jacob and Isabel work on the farm. Jacob works hard on the farm and is grateful for his father's generosity, the LPBW insider further disclosed. In addition to operating the pumpkin farm and moving work tools about on a farm tractor, Jacob has been occupied with sawing wood. Following a family dispute, Jacob's older twin brothers Zach and Jeremy have somewhat distanced themselves from the farm, while Jacob has gained his father's favor. In the autumn, Jeremy was working on upgrades around the fixer-upper property while he and Audrey settled into their new $1.5 million farm. In July 2018, Jeremy and Audrey departed from LPBW to launch their Other Days podcast. Now, Zach and his wife Tori reside in a $1 million house in Washington state, roughly an hour's drive from Roloff Farm. Zach and Tori are not anticipated to return to LPBW for the upcoming season, according to an exclusive report published by Motion 24 last month. The conflict started when Matt turned down bids from Zach and Jeremy to purchase the farm and instead chose to list the property for sale. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.